Hey guys, what it do? It's your boy Supreme Uchiha the God. Now listen, Goo, we finally seen Goo go all out. We finally see Goo try. And I don't know if you guys remember, some of you guys have been here with me for years now. But years ago, when Goo first fought Awakened Daniel, and he was getting his ass beat, and he was laughing, and he was like, "Oh no, I'm so scared. This guy's terrifying." And then he had a weapon that resembled a sword, and he was about to one shot Awakened Daniel immediately. And he was about to no diff him, right? And well, I don't know if he was gonna no diff him, but he was, you know what I'm saying? He was going crazy. And then it stopped it, and we speculated there that he might be stronger than Gun. One of the reasons I think that is his durability, right? His durability seems to be insane because he was getting this monster that he was fighting here. Everybody was terrified of getting hit by him, right? Everybody was like, if I get hit one more time, if I get hit one clean hit, I'm out. Eli, all of these guys, Johan, Goo was getting banged up, beat up, thrown through walls, smacked up people's elbow, the rock bottomed. He was getting beat. And then, obviously, the president of the goddamn workers, he was excited. He was like, "Oh my god, like, yeah, bro, not of this affiliate, the first affiliate." He was like, "Bro, yes, my brother's gonna protect me. Yes, my brother got me," and he was like delighted. And Goo, Goo just blocked it with his umbrella, bro, casually. And then he was like, 1 billion, and I'll fight this bum. But you know what? You guys can afford it. How much can you afford? 500. God damn, that's low as hell. And he got up. He was like, "Man, it's not worth it. It's not worth it." Now, he assessed that this guy is as strong as Tom Lee, right? And Tom Lee is supposed to be a beast, an animal, right? And Goo seemingly has fought him before, and he was like, it's kind of annoying. Like, I don't really want to fight somebody that strong right now. Like, I'm not really in the mood. And now imagine, he doesn't try. He doesn't like people to see his true colors. He does not try in his fights. And I've been saying this for quite some time, that Goo seems to enjoy taking hits. And even against Sinuhan, he was never serious. He was like, the second he got like a pointed thing, even then he wasn't like as serious as he is in this fight. And he didn't want to be serious, right? But your man was talking too much smack, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, and you know what he said? He goes, "I bet Gun would have dealt with it better. Like, a Gun is stronger than." And then Goo was like, "Did you say Gun is stronger than me? Did you just say Gun is stronger than me?" You know why I don't like to fight serious? You know, like, why I like to joke around? Because this guy was insinuating that Goo jokes around and stuff like that, just in case if he loses, he has an excuse that, he wasn't even trying because he's fragile. He's fragile ego. He's afraid that people would realize that Gun is stronger than him, or think that Gun is stronger than him if he tries and he loses, and so he doesn't try. But we go through his flashback and we see his teacher telling him about that a sword isn't actually the sword itself. It's whatever you imagine it to be. Right? So I don't even think he needs a weapon to imagine something to be a sword. I think even his hand, he can make a sword. He just decides not to because he wants to forget that. For one reason or another, he doesn't want to utilize those skills. Right? And I understand, and I've been saying this, and I said this before, that the difference between Gun and Goo is Gun will beat you until he wins. Goo might kill you. And he showcases it here at how meticulously and with ease and like ease I've never seen. Awakened Daniel hasn't showcased this level of power. Like, Awakened Daniel to me has not showcased what we just witnessed here. This massacre, this bloodbath against an opponent that's supposed to be as strong as Tom Lee. Question. Now, Johan was tired. Jake is tired. Warren isn't even in the fight. Samuel is tired. And Daniel isn't fighting, right? Eli is there. And he's tired too. But they're all fighting this monster. And they defeat the monster. And the monster comes back even stronger. right? Do you think they give this monster a better fight than they do? They give this monster a better fight than they do against Tom Lee. And remember Gu, when he had that conversation with Chairman Choi and and Tom Lee, he was ready to fight him right there and then. You know, it looked like he was scared initially, and then he resolved himself, and he was like, I think, I don't know if he said I almost killed you. He was about to murk them right there and then. You know what I'm saying? He was not having it. So we know that when Gu gets serious, he's not somebody you want to fuck with. Now, I remember when he had this fight with Johan, and people were like, oh, like, he was shaken up and he was scared. And I keep telling people, like, that's just Gu's personality. He likes that facade. He doesn't like to showcase that he can be a merciless, emotionless, killing machine. He's not a fighting enthusiast. He's a sword artist. He fights to end lives. You know what I'm saying? That's why he uses weapons. That's why even Gun is like, yeah, when he's serious, I don't think you want to fight that man. It's just he's never really serious. You know what I'm saying? He's always chill, laughing, taking hits left, right, and center, never even blocking, bro. Have we ever seen this man try to block a hit, bro? He was getting hit by a monster and he wasn't even blocking, bro. That should tell you something. He wasn't even blocking, bro. You know, and he did it because he sees Samuel as his friend. And I think this is where I've discussed again the difference between Gun and Gu. I think Gu's just the better friend. I think he's the better person. It's kind of like Gun and Killua, right? Gu is Killua. He's the actually nicer person, just raised in a worst situation, while Gun is the worst person, potentially raised in a better situation. Now we do know that he was also out taking out people since way back, right? He's been about this life. And I think that's the interesting thing here. I think Gun is actually the better person. Gu is, I don't want to say the better person, but I think if he values you, if he says that we're friends, because he doesn't use Samuel for anything, right? Samuel doesn't really benefit him anymore because Samuel isn't even with the workers anymore. But once he found out that they kidnapped Samuel, he was like, you kidnapped my guy, my Samuel. Like my friend Samuel, like my little brother Samuel. Are you on crack? The same guy that's scared of needles, terrified of needles. He's so funny. Sorry as well. I'm not going to be able to edit a video for this one like I did for the last Lookism video. Unfortunately, I am away from home at the moment and I am not feeling great, so it will just be audio today. But I will try to go back to editing, maybe tomorrow, in the next few days. But yeah, just some videos will have edits for now, and other videos may not, but I will try to have edits for some videos, if at some point, but yeah, that's basically it. But yeah, so this chapter was an eye-opener, and it really showcased what I think a lot of us thought, that Gu's way stronger than he lets on, and he's never really taken anything seriously. And I have a similar viewpoint of Gun, because Gun was ready to fight James Lee, the legend, the myth himself. Gun was ready, and he was not phased at all, right? I think even when he fought UI Daniel and UI Daniel passed out, the same thing that happened when Gu fought him, right? And Gun did break his arm, and Gun did go awakened, but I think Gun can up his awakening. And I think Gu, if he ever awakens, it's over for everybody, because he's not even awakened in this fight. This is him in base. And first he absolutely dismantles the monster, right, as he's talking. And then the monster gets back up because the brother injected with 500 more fucking injections to make it even stronger. And Gu's completely unfazed as it cuts his axe, he's like his weapon thingy. He cuts it with his hand, and he goes on a monologue as He says anything can be a sword, and he cuts this monster's arm clean off with the stick, bro. That means even the other times when he has the stick, he ain't taking shit serious, bro. He becomes more focused. But in this, the monster could not touch him once. He speed blitzed the shit out of this thing, put a hammer in his nail, and murdered it, and kept murdering it. And it died. That's cool. He is the monster. Subscribe.